Well, Memorial Day weekend is finally here, and that means a lot of people will be doing a little entertaining.
The unofficial start to summer is here, but some of us may be a little rusty on barbecuing after that long winter. Marcy Jones joins us now live in Robbins to bring us some ideas to help make your holiday party a success. What's cooking, Marcy?
Good morning, Trey. Good morning, Joy. Happy Friday and happy Memorial Day weekend. And you guys, this is an exclusive because we've been in the kitchen before with our Nina Swan-Kohler, but we have never been in her kitchen. I'm so excited. She's going to give us some grilling tips, some tablescape tricks. We're really excited. So, Nina, what do we have cooking today?
Well, thank you for coming to my kitchen.
Absolutely.
I love having you
It's like
here.
you. It's so cozy. It's warm. It's bright and fun. All right. So we have some chicken tips.
Well, a lot of people are going to be grilling out this weekend, and I really feel strongly about using marinades, especially with chicken and beef and pork, and not so much hamburgers, of course. But we're going to make a quick marinade, and I have one that uses honey. We're going to start with a quarter cup of honey, and then 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And I like using light olive oil for this recipe. Yeah. Extra light olive oil, and then a couple of cloves of garlic, which I have minced.
Can never have too much garlic.
Well,
maybe you can.
I can, but you know, a lot of people like a lot of garlic, so you can do that according to your taste. Perfect. Then we'll put half a teaspoon of kosher salt and a quarter teaspoon of pepper, coarse ground pepper. Yeah. And then we're using some fresh rosemary. And I like to take, when you're using fresh rosemary, you just want to pull it against the way it grows and just put that into a little dish. And then I like using little scissors here to snip it up to create little pieces so it goes on more parts of the chicken. And then we'll use about a tablespoon or so in the marinade. And then we'll whisk that together. Just like this. This is really quick.
You have a chicken tip for us because of the way that it comes these days. What is that?
Right. Excuse me. What happens is, or most of the time when we're buying chicken these days, it comes in a really large piece. Really big. Actually, much like 2 to 3 times as big as what we need to have. So what I'm suggesting is that we take it and with our hand very carefully, we just place it and cut it in half horizontally. So then you still have the shape of the chicken breast, but you've got a much better piece, better size piece, and also it's going to cook much more evenly and, you know, without overcooking. It's going to be about a ½ an inch thick instead of an inch thick.
We are saving calories and making the job easier.
Exactly. You're going to have a lot more success making it like this.
I love it. See, look what we learned, gals. We can stay slim and we can make the job easier. I love it. This is why we should come to Nina's kitchen every day.
I love her kitchen already. Thank you, Marcy.
Ideas to help make your holiday party a success. Marcy, what's cooking in the kitchen with Nina?
Is cooking in the kitchen with Nina. We are in her kitchen, which makes me so happy. And Joy, I actually thought of you when she told me we were doing this. It's a summer salad. I know you Instagrammed a picture of one yesterday, and we are going to be making it. So Nina, what do we have going on?
Well, we're going to make a simple summer salad with strawberries and mango and avocado.
Perfect.
And I have learned through my classes that a lot of people don't know how to prepare some of these fruits for a salad. First of all, we're going to just use this cool little tool to de-stem or stem this strawberry.
Love it.
I'm going to let you be in charge of that, and then we'll just cut these in little wedges.
I get the cool tool.
So you can work on that.
Perfect.
And then this is a mango, and I'm going to want it to be a little bit soft to the touch, but not too soft. And then we'll cut right to the right or left of the peak. We'll turn it around and cut the other side. There's a big seed in the center.
Oh, I didn't know mango had a seed.
Whoops, I missed it there a little bit. And then what we'll do is we can use a dull knife, I guess you'd say, and kind of cut this into cubes, and then we can just scoop it out. So we're cutting it in the actual
shell of it.
Yes, and then we can just scoop it out like this.
Now, so Nina, during your classes, do you teach kind of skills to... A lot of people, I think, struggle with when they're hosting a party, kind of spending too much time in the kitchen and not enough with their guests. So how do you kind of remedy that?
Well, doing what we're doing right now, doing some of the preparation ahead of time. A lot of things can be prepared hours ahead of when you have a party. So anything that you can do ahead of time, do that. And then, you know, when your guests arrive. So I'm showing you now how to cut open an avocado, and it's much the same. You can use a large knife like this and stick that in, and then just remove that. And then a lot of times I like just cutting a little slit on the top of the avocado and then peeling off the skin. before we cut this up and we can slice it.
Oh.
And again, mangoes and avocados are both are similar in the way that you need to purchase them. When they're ripe, they have a little softness.
Have a little give.
And so we're going to use all of these in a salad. We'll make a dressing
coming up
later.
Perfect.
And,
well, speaking of coming up, we're going to be moving outside next half hour, guys. It's getting light. We're going to go hit the grill. I'm really excited, so stay tuned, okay?
I just learned something awesome, Marcy.
What?
Oh, the mango scooping.
We are in heaven.
Yes. And then
wait, you guys, look at how cute this is. And it has little rigid edges. You can really do it with anything, but it works really well with strawberries. And we love little
I just learned how to save 15 minutes for making a salad with not having to cut the skin off the mango. Oh.
Yeah, you save a lot of time.
Tell Nina we said thanks.
Love it.
All right now it is 5:48, and it's Friday. Ideas to help make your holiday party a success. What's cooking now, Marcy?
A lot is cooking, guys. And you know what? There's nothing I love more than the smell of barbecue in the morning with the hostess with the mostest, Nina Swan-Kohler. Nina, what are we grilling?
We're going to grill that chicken that we marinated earlier. Remember
yes, I remember that.
Earlier, we put it in a plastic bag with the marinade, a rosemary honey marinade. So we'll just take it out of the bag and place it on a grill. It's about 350 degrees to 400. We really want that temperature to be a little lower than a lot of people like to grill on.
Okay.
And part of that is because of what we placed in the marinade. The honey needs,
the
honey in the marinade it'll burn quickly if you have the grill too hot. But one of the other things I wanted to stress about grilling chicken, especially chicken breasts like this, is that many people tend to overcook it. They'll leave it on the grill for half an hour. When
I'm one of those people, Nina.
It only needs about 5 minutes aside.
Okay.
I'm going to put some asparagus on the grill here too.
Fantastic.
So we'll have some corn and asparagus with our chicken. And I marinated that, or just placed a little bit of olive oil on that as well.
Now, earlier, if you missed it, guys, we cut these chicken breasts in half because it makes it easier to cook because they kind of overserve us, as you know.
Right, and this will, like I said, cook in just about 5 minutes aside. We need to put the cover down. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that so it can be cooking. And set the timer. I'm a believer in setting the timer. You know, it's one of those newfangled gadgets that people don't use.
That timer, that's a good idea, that timer.
And so just put the timer on, then you can go about making your salad, finishing your other vegetables or other things that you're preparing.
Multitasking, and that way you can spend more time with your guests.
Exactly, and as much of this, like the marinade, what you can really put on or serve a wonderful tasting food, you know, by marinating. And even if you just have a half an hour to marinate your chicken or your beef or pork,
makes that big of a difference.
It does, and really builds in what I call a little bit of forgiveness. And by that, it's so if we do leave it on the grill an extra minute, you know, we kind of forget, or we're talking to a friend or whatever, it's going to still remain juicy and tender. But if we don't marinate,
we're building in a safety net, Nina.
We are. That's awesome. Because you know, when people come to my classes, I want to help them learn how to have success.
Yes.
In the kitchen and on the grill. And, you know, if people start having more success, then they get more rave reviews, then they start doing it more, and they want to entertain more. Yeah. And I really love that.
Because when it goes wrong, who wants to do it again, you know?
Well, you feel embarrassed. But if you're able to prepare a wonderful meal and with ease, because you've done a lot of preparation ahead of time, then you're going to feel great.
Then you're going to be the hostess with the mostest. Like Nina Swan-Kohler. Guys, we are not going to be in the next half hour, but switch over to Fox because we're going to do a lot during this time. And then there's going to be beautiful things on the table, including a beautiful tablescape, guys.
Oh, that's what I've been waiting for, is what do you do when you have like a Memorial Day party
as
far as decorations?
Stay tuned.
Looking forward to it, Marcy. Thank you. To bring us some ideas to make your holiday party a success. Okay, you guys had corn, asparagus, chicken breast. What else is going on in the kitchen?
Keeps going. Now we have this beautiful tablescape inside, and I'm sorry, Mom, I want to be adopted by Nina because look at how amazing this is. It's so fabulous. Nina, tell us what we have going on.
Well, we've been cooking all morning.
We have.
I hope everybody's been with us. We have a grilled chicken here that I marinated in a rosemary and honey marinade.
Yeah.
And then we grilled it for just about 5 minutes aside. We want to cook chicken to it's about 170 degrees internal temperature.
Okay.
And I also grilled some asparagus, and I just put a little olive oil on that, a little salt and pepper. And we grilled some corn. Again, just a little olive oil.
And we don't need to do too much to that corn because it's Iowa corn and it's amazing on its own.
Perfect. And we're serving it with a salad, which I earlier showed how to cut up a mango and avocado and strawberries. Just put it on some mixed greens. And I'm serving it with a walnut vinaigrette. So I'm using a walnut oil and some sugar.
I saw that you did that. What's the difference with walnut oil and olive oil? What kind of?
Mostly the flavor, just a flavor difference, but it really kind of bumps it up a notch, and it tastes very special. And people go, "How'd you make this? It's so good."
It's our little secret.
But I just mixed it with some mixed field greens, and I really like the combination of that. And I like putting the fruit on top, so when you're serving a salad,
why bury the gems?
Everybody gets the good stuff. And then I'm also serving it with some just fresh lemonade.
Now I love this. Now explain the
really,
functionality.
This is especially good if you're serving things outside where there's bugs or whatever, flies moving around. So I've just taken a cupcake liner and then just put a hole in it, kind of cut a hole on the top, and then stuck it over the straw. So then it covers that and it keeps the bugs away.
And I love this idea because everybody has thousands of these at home. And what do you do with them? You put them on your drink. I love that. Keep the bugs out.
Well, you make cupcakes too.
Yeah.
Okay, then for dessert, we have, just perfectly easy here. Raspberries and blueberries. They're in season. They're very inexpensive, or at least affordable right now. Maybe not inexpensive. And then I just took some lemon Greek yogurt and some Cool Whip together and mixed it together and put a dollop on top. Of course, a little flag.
A little flag because we're celebrating America. Yes. I'm going to have a little bite of, I'm sorry to ruin your display, Nina. I know we love our decor, but it is so good. And Nina, we were talking a little bit earlier about when you came for Valentine's Day.
Right.
You mixed the caramel sauce with the Cool Whip and made that delicious topping. Joy and I still talk about it because it's one of our favorites, and that's so easy. And I feel like you can really do a lot of different varieties with it.
And one of the things I like to do in my classes, which I hope people will go to my website,
absolutely,
check out my classes coming up. But I like to give people easy things that they can incorporate, that they can do in their own homes. Cooking doesn't have to be so difficult. It has to taste good. That's what we go for. Things that are really easy to make, that taste wonderful, that anybody can make. So,
and it's really, you're giving inspiration too, because if you don't have one thing, you can really substitute it with something else.
You can, although it will never taste quite the same when you start substituting. But when you're decorating for a holiday event, I like getting the table set before I even start doing the food preparation, because that kind of inspires me to think about what I'm doing and figure out other creative things that I have in my collection of things. And I encourage people to get out their various patriotic things for Memorial Day.
Yes. And I'm doing the most patriotic thing ever. I've been invited to Nina's house on Monday, and we're going. I'm so excited, you guys. I get all of this times 10.
Wow, you've got a tough job this morning, Marcy. Eating food, getting cooking tips.
We're very jealous, I think, at this point is the correct word to say, Marcy.
Well, it's delicious.
Nina is the original Pinterest queen, I have to say. I think a lot of people have ripped
She is, but it's in real life.
It's amazing. All right, you guys, thanks so much, Nina. Great tips as always.